Welcome to the deep dive. Today we are really trying to crack open the YouTube audience matrix.
Yeah.
We all know it's massive, right? But I think a lot of us are still kind of working with old ideas about who's really watching and maybe more importantly, how you actually reach them strategically.
Well, you have to start with the scale. It's just immense. YouTube has over 2.54 billion active users.
Billion. Wow.
Yeah, billion. And that's nearly 45% of all global internet users. So it's firmly number 2, the second most visited website,
Yeah.
right behind Google itself.
Those numbers are just staggering. But our mission today really is to get beyond just the billions and those old stereotypes. We need to figure out who these people actually are and what their intent is. Like, what are they trying to do when they press play?
Okay, so let's maybe tackle the big one first. That demographic myth, is YouTube still just a platform for, like, teenagers?
Oh, absolutely not. That idea is pretty much ancient history at this point. If you look at the data, the single biggest age group globally, it's 25 to 34-year-olds.
That's more than a fifth, like 21.7% of all users.
Right, but hang on. Here's where it gets, I think, really interesting for strategy. We're seeing this huge shift with older, more affluent groups.
Exactly.
Gen X and baby boomers. They are the fastest growing segments right now. Watch time for adults, 55 plus. It's grown 80% faster than for adults overall.
And if you zero in on the U.S. specifically, the data just shatters any kind of low-income idea people might have had. Usage lines up really strongly with income and education.
How strongly?
Get this, 90% of people earning over $100,000 a year are active on YouTube. So if you're trying to reach older, wealthier consumers, skipping YouTube isn't really an option anymore.
And where they're watching is changing too. Okay, yes, mobile is still huge, like 63% to 70% of views happen on phones.
Yeah, mobile first.
But the big strategic shift, it's the living room. People are now watching over 1 billion hours of YouTube every single day on their actual TV screens. It's basically replacing old school lean-back linear TV.
And that move to the big screen, that lean-back viewing, that's precisely why we need to shift our thinking beyond just identity,
Yeah.
Your age, your income, and focus almost entirely on intent.
Ah, okay. So identity doesn't equal intent.
That's the key strategic idea.
That feels critical. So we need to target this sort of the behavioral archetype they're in at that specific moment.
Exactly. Think about it, right? Someone who's a CFO, say, might be watching financial news 1 minute, and then 10 minutes later, they're a knowledge seeker trying to figure out how to fix a leaky faucet. It's the intent we need to capture, not just the demographic profile.
Okay, let's break that down. Give us a couple of those archetypes.
Let's focus on 2 really high-value ones that show this intent thing in action. First, the knowledge seeker.
Okay.
These folks are using YouTube like it's the second biggest search engine, but a visual search engine. Their intent is super specific. I need to learn how to do this or solve this problem, like, right now.
Gotcha. So the strategy there is precision, like SEO for visual questions. How to install X.
Exactly that. And on the paid advertising side, you use things like Google Ads custom segments. You basically intercept them right when they need help, connecting the keywords they just searched on Google to what they see on YouTube.
Okay, makes sense. What's another one?
Then you got the conscious shopper. These people use YouTube for that final stage of research, to kind of de-risk a purchase decision.
Right, watching reviews, demos, unboxings, that sort of thing.
Precisely. And this is critical. Over 40% of shoppers say they've bought products they first found or researched on YouTube.
40%. Okay, so how do you target that person efficiently?
That's where you use tools like in-market audiences.
Yeah.
The platform's algorithm is pretty good at figuring out who's actively researching specific product categories, think new cars, or maybe investment services, and it lets you target those users right when they're close to making that decision.
Okay, so you've got these different intents, knowledge seeker, conscious shopper. How does that connect back to the actual videos people should be making?
Well, it means you need a portfolio. Really, you can't just do one thing. You probably need longer videos to build authority to really satisfy that conscious shopper doing deep research.
Right.
But you also need shorts. I mean, 70 billion daily views on shorts now. That's huge for discovery, for reaching maybe younger Gen Z pacemakers, and also for giving that knowledge seeker a really quick answer.
So thinking bigger picture then,
Yeah.
especially with privacy changes, third-party cookies going away, what does this all mean for how we should value a channel?
This is maybe the most important point for the future.
Yeah.
In this new era, the most critical asset your channel produces isn't just views, It's first-party audience data.
Meaning your subscribers,
Yeah.
people who've watched before.
Exactly. Your subscriber list, your past viewers. Leveraging that data, your own data, through paid tools like your data segments in Google Ads. That gives you a lasting competitive edge. It really turns your channel from just a marketing tool into more of a strategic data engine. It ensures your message gets to the most receptive people at just the right time.
So the final thought for you listening is, start treating your channel less like just a place to put videos and more like a data machine. That subscriber number, it's way, way more valuable now than it was even 5 years ago. That's the real strategic shift here. And that wraps up this deep dive.